Welcome to Get a Clue Casual Gamer, where we get a clue, C-L-U-E, about a game. C is for components, what you're going to find when you open that box. L for length, how long does this game take to play? U for uniqueness, does this game remind me of something else I might have played already? And E for ease, how easy is it to learn, teach, play? How easy is it to find? How easy is it on your pocketbook? Today, I am not keeping myself to the 10-minute check or time. Sorry, I'm a little excited. I have only kickstarted 2 games to date. A couple months ago I got my first one, which was a cute little game, Gift of Tulips. I'm not sure if I've done a video on it, but it became available retail about the same time as the Kickstarter arrived. But today I received my other Kickstarter, and I literally just went out and picked it up from my doorstep, and here it is. Yeah, so I have not opened this yet. I don't know how it's packed. And I brought up a box cutter and a pair of scissors to help me open this up. I don't have a fancy setup so I can show you the unboxing and everything, but I will open it and show you as I get it open. So first of all, let me get this box open. The game is called Trekking Through History, which you would have seen in the in the title of this video. But let me cut this box open carefully because I don't want to cut into the game. There we go. Okay, and I opened it from behind, and this is what it looks like inside the box. And so I'm going to just pull out the actual game. Here we go. Isn't that a gorgeous cover? I mean, when I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, I got that. And there's my little packing slip, okay? And so now, let's open this up. Now the Kickstarter came with a solo mode. I'm sure at some point you'll be able to get the solo mode yourself, but let's get a clue about this game. So I'm going to open this up very carefully, if I can, without scratching the box at all. Okay, let me see here. Pull back the little shrink wrap. Okay, there we go. A little less glare. Trekking Through History. And the back of the box looks like this. Now, let me give you a little information about this game. It is by the same makers. In fact, hold on a second. I want to make the name, the Underdog Games. Underdog Games created this one, but they've also, if you recognize the concept of trekking as part of the name of a game, they have also done a game called, the original one was Trekking the National Parks, and then I believe last year they came out with Trekking the World. I have played Trekking the National Parks. Trekking the World is on my wish list, and when I kickstarted this, I kind of put the Trekking the World in a back burner because I don't get free games from companies to review or to give you a clue about. So I've got to work with the money I have, and it's not a lot. So I have to be careful as to how I do it. Okay, so the first thing I see at the top are the solo mode rules in this nice little plastic thing. And I'll tell you right now, the retail version of this probably will not have the solo mode rules in it, but I am sure that they will show up at some point. Now, if you're not sure what a Kickstarter is, It's basically somebody has something they want to make, whether it's a game or some other object of some sort or something, and they don't have the finances for it, so they put it on Kickstarter, which is it's a site, an app, a website, whatever, and people pledge and pay for the item, and then with the hopeful promise that you will receive it and that they will comply and actually give you what you have paid for, making it possible for them to make these games. And inside of here, the next thing is, another little thing about Underdog Games, some of the different games that they have. Oh, this is the one. Okay, let me. I'm so excited about all this. I want to share as much as I can. Okay, this is a copy. This is what trekking the national parks looks like. Okay, and then trekking the world looks kind of like this. Okay, so they're beautiful, big boxes with a lot of stuff but they're all casual level games. They're not complicated games. They are family friendly. They are casual games. So yeah. And before I continue with trekking through history, there is another game that's coming out, and it's coming out retail right away. I believe it's supposed to come out like in October. Here it says fall of 2022, but I just heard this past week on a news board game news item that it might be coming out in as early as October. But it definitely will come out before Christmas, and it's called Her Story, and I'm really looking forward to this one as well, because it's in Her Story, you're an acclaimed author writing a book to tell the stories of remarkable women in history. Along the way, you'll uncover special advantages and powers, all while learning about these iconic women. And because I know that their games seem to be good games, I'm looking forward to that. And because there have been some other games about women in history that have not been that good, but I have high hopes for this one. In fact, here's another ad specifically for Her Story, and in the back says, "These women changed the world, Her Story." So they're definitely advertising it well right now. Okay, so I'm just going step by step into this box, looking at the components. So now we finally come to what is going to be in all the retail boxes, okay? And the first thing is the rule book. Welcome to Wayback Tours. And so, so we have the rule book. And then we have this cardstock. It's a thick cardstock. It's not chipboard. It's a thick cardstock, and it seems to be like a linen finish. So it's a nice linen finish to it, and it has day 1, day 2, day 3, and the possible dates for those days. And then there's this clock. This is chipboard, nice and thick. And then, let's see, we get these. Let me open up the rule book and see if they tell me what these components are called. Okay. This is the game setup, but you're not going to tell me specific names for the different things. I told you, I am seeing this for the first time myself. I had seen the obviously the Kickstarter information and all, but actually seeing it in hand is very different. Okay, so these give each player a crystal tank. So these are crystal tanks, and there are 4 of them. Okay, so this game plays 2 to 4 players. So there are 4 of these, and they are different colors. Okay, so that's a crystal tank. And then, let's see, what is this called? This is the itineraries. and you'll be shuffling these itineraries, and so not all of them will be used. I'm pretty sure there's plenty more, and they're in that linen finish cardstock as well, so that's nice. And we have these really nice things. Okay, these are pocket, these are little, okay, it looks like you have different colors for the 4 different people. Green, blue, red, and yellow. Of course, they're all kind of like a dusty color. You know, the yellow is a mustard type thing, you know, and more of a burgundy, and yeah. Anyway, so we have a bunch of these. I mean, I'm telling you, I really don't know. Okay, what are those? Maybe those are time crystals. No, these are time crystals. Okay, I keep on looking. Okay, here are some cards, and here are some more cards. I'll open up one so that we can see what they look like. I'm trying to decide if I want to use the scissors or the box cutter. Let me try the scissors first and cut this corner off. Okay. And there we go. Okay, here we go. We got a whole bunch. Okay, these are a different color than these, and these are a different color yet. Has probably to do with what day you're using them at, or what era they are. Okay, let's see. These are all dates and events, like, you know, soar across the English Channel in 1785, and 1901, catch a vaudeville show, or 1963, share a dream with Martin Luther King Jr. Then these other ones are the visit your ancestors. Oh yeah, that's kind of like a wild card that kind of resets the timeline. I remember watching that on a video. So okay, those are these cards here. And then the other ones, let's see if there's any. They look like they're just time cards, but I will open them to make sure. And let's see if I can open this up quickly. And here we go. Oof. Okay, we got 37,000 BC. Leave your handprint at Maros Pankep. Okay, that looks like it would be one of those cave drawings or something. 347 BC, imagine a cave of shadows with Plato. 1690, discuss revolutions with John Locke. I remember studying about John Locke back in U.S. history. Yeah, I think it was the Declaration of Independence that that Jefferson used. The life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness is actually John Locke's was, I think, life, liberty, and the pursuit of money, property. It was something. It wasn't happiness. It was a different word. 1507, observe the dodo bird on Mauritius Island. Yeah. Okay, so this is a whole bunch more of these timeline cards. There's a lot of these. Okay. Then, let's see. Time warps. This one says, warning, you're about to enter a time warp. Okay, so these are different cards. Gain the benefits from your most recent card. Okay, place a history card from the departures row under your reference card. Gain 2 green thingies, coin thingies, you know. You may choose to set aside any experiences you gained this round. Place them on your new itinerary. So these are kind of like cards, event that you can change events or mitigate what you do in your turn. That's what it seems like. Okay, again, I don't know the rules themselves yet. Oh, good. There are player aids. Let me open it up and make sure that there's 4 of them. It looks like there's 4 of them, but I want to make sure, because I don't want you to, because player aids, that every game should come with a player aid for each player, and there are 4. So yep, there are 4 player aids for up to 4 players. Okay, and I'm putting these back in. Then we have each player will have their own pocket watch, and that I can figure out from what they look like close up. Let's see, without the glare. There we go. Okay, pocket watches. Then there's this holder that things will be going into. Right now it's kind of on here. I don't know if it's, I don't think it's taped down. I think it's just pushed down. Oh, it has a nice little indentation, so it shouldn't come loose. And inside of it, I believe these will be, you know, the player tokens. And over here are, what do we call, time crystals. Okay. And then this closes up, and it kind of clicks into place. It has this indentation here, so it clicks into place so that even upside down. That's kind of cool. Okay, and then the board, which is actually a neoprene. What is this, cloth? So it's neoprene. It's not a hard cardboard thing. It's, there we go. This is the player board for it. It's neoprene. Okay. And that, my friends, are all the components. So I'm going to kind of roll this up again. And, okay. So that's C, components, and that's probably the longest segment for today. L for length. They say 30 to 60 minutes. And of course that includes how many people are playing, if it's your first time playing. I would count on 45 to 60 minutes, 30 minutes once you know how to play it, and or you only have 2 people playing. I think it would go quicker turns, shorter game. But an hour is not a long game. I mean, that's half or less than half of a boring Monopoly game. So, and there's a lot to do here. Okay, so length of play is about, I would say, 45 to 60 minutes. When I played Trekking National Parks, it took about 45 minutes. So that's where I'm coming from. Okay, uniqueness. How unique, you know, does this remind me of any other game? There are other chronology or games that use dates in them in the gaming world. I don't know of any in the mass market world, but I've done videos on Chrononauts, which is one of those, and I believe I did one on, I'm looking at it, but I can't read it from this far away. Chronology? Hold on, let me get up, whoops. Let me get up real quick and grab that box. Oops, sorry, Abby. Okay, Age of Civilization and Chrononauts. And I know there's another one. Sorry, I'm kind of talking. Okay. I know. Okay, sorry. Okay, Age of Civilization kind of uses that. But there's another one, and these are the 2 Chrononauts that I have. But I know there's at least one other small game that uses dates, and I haven't fully unpacked all my games since I recently moved, and I'm not sure where it is. It could still be in a small plastic container, because I put small games in like plastic shoe boxes so that they wouldn't shuffle all over in the big boxes. Anyway, but there are games that use dates to put things in in order of dates. So anyway, so there are some other games, but I think this is, most of those, all of those are just cards. This seems to be more of a game. You have a board. It's neoprene, but it's a board, and so the cards are used in the game, but they're not the only aspect of the game, which I kind of like. It makes it more of a full-blown game instead of just a get things in numerical order type thing. Can you guess if this is before or after, a certain event? Anyway, so that's Uniqueness. Ease. How easy is it to learn, teach, play? Now, it is set as a medium light level game, which puts it still in the casual level. Now, we want to look at the rule book, because of course I have not played this yet. So this is the setup. You open it up and it has the setup, and that takes up 2 pages. And then you have playing the game and the end and final scoring. So really, it's a lot of pictures, a few paragraphs of instructions, the end, and the scoring, and that's it. So that points towards it not being a complicated game, because a complicated game would have a full book of things to learn, iconographs, little pictures that you have to memorize what they mean and all that. This doesn't seem to have a pile of those, which is good, which makes it a casual game. And like I say, this is one I'm really excited about. So we continue with E. How easy is it to find? How easy is it on your pocketbook? Okay, right now, you're not going to find it unless you're watching this later in 2022. But I will tell you, originally, those who backed it on Kickstarter, we were not supposed to receive it until like late October. And then it was going to go to retail in late November, about a month later. And then they said, it finished production earlier than expected, so we were going to get it a month earlier, kind of like late September, October, and it would go retail a month later. Well, I'm sorry, but it's not even the 3rd week of August, and I just got my copy, which means if they follow that and a month later for retail, first of all, they're not going to have a lot in retail, but if you go to, here's the thing, if you go to boardgamegeek.com and you search for Trekking Through History, it will bring up a page, a BGG page for this game, and there will be a place to click to pre-order, and it will send you to what apparently is a hidden Amazon page, where you can press push and give them your information so that when it becomes available they can let you know. Because if you go into Amazon and you type in Trekking Through History, it doesn't come up. So when it comes to easy to find, right now it does not show on any of the online stores. The miniaturemarket.com and GameNerds.com don't show it. Amazon doesn't show it unless you go through the BoardGameGeek.com page, search for Trekking Through History, and then press buy. They'll have a little thing buy, and it will send you to a little thing pre-order, and it'll send you to this hidden Amazon page where you can put in your information, and then you can be on the waiting list for a pre-ordered copy. Retail, I'm not sure how much it's going to be, but trekking the national parks and trekking the world are both retailing at $50. So I do not see this being any less. So plan on it being at least $50 retail. It is not the cheapest game, but it's far from being the most expensive as well. I mean, a basic game of Monopoly costs half of that, and there's nothing new or great about it. So this is my suggestion is, if this interests you at all, at least sign up for that through bgg.com to this hidden Amazon page where you can pre-order it or put yourself on the list that you're interested in getting it. And like I say, it'll be at least $50. That will be the retail. At the very minimum, it'll be $50. It might even be $60. I'm just giving you a heads up. But they make a wonderful product. And if you homeschool, oh my goodness, every card, the front has this, really pretty and all, but the back has all the information about that event or that person or whatever. And so you can even use it as, a learning game, but a good learning game, not some horrible game that they made to make money off of. Because this is a game that happens to teach you history, opposed to a history made into a game. Two very different things. The same with math and all those kind of things. There's a lot of bad games out there that are supposed to be to teach, and they're not fun. Games need to be fun, even to teach. And so, yeah. In fact, I will give you a heads up. Trekking the world, geography, trekking the national parks. You get to learn about the different national parks because the cards have the information about those national parks on the back, and trekking the world, same thing. So here you have it. You've heard it. This is my first time to be able to do a video that is before the game actually comes out, because again, I'm not one of those content creators that companies send free games to talk about. If I ever get on one of those lists, hey, I will be happy to tell you about different games. But for now, this is my newest Kickstarter, and I love this game. So there you have it. You got a clue about a casual game. Happy gaming. God bless you and your family. Subscribe and like this video. And let me know if there's another game, or if you see a game up there someplace that I have not done a video on. I wish this had had received this a couple weeks ago, because then it could have been my 100th or my 101 video. It turns out it's my 103 video. But anyway, there you have it. Until next time, bye.